that I wasn't really enjoying.
So how was your student life like?
Honestly, part-time jobs are not easy.
When did you land a full-time job? सबसे पहले let's just start with the how it all began. So tell me, Sajal, about the starting of your journey when you were planning to go to UK, and what were the home circumstances like?
I think honestly, it all started with my previous job when I was in India. The current job that I was working in, it kind of was something that I wasn't really enjoying. So I was like, what is the way out? So either you kind of switch your job again, or you kind of
Hmm.
improve on your personal or professional skills to be able to get to the next level. So that's where I think the thought initially started. Yeah, let's do one thing. Let's upskill myself and look out for masters. So that's probably was the trigger for me to even start looking out anything. So, and then after that, I because there are so many programs, so many university, you have to have a starting point. So that's where I kind of try to spend some time and figure it out, what exactly is I'm looking for in terms of masters. And when I was able to do that, then I reached out to you and KC to help me out, understand, okay, this is what I would want to do, and what are my options, because I was totally blank in terms of there are so many universities across so many countries. So
Yeah,
for me as an Indian, have never been out of the country, so what are my options? And that is probably the most crucial thing that you helped me with to understand, okay, this is what I would be doing in this country, this university. So that's probably how it
I
started.
remember your process started with Ireland. You wanted to
Yeah,
pursue Ireland, but then later we had discussion, we shifted to UK. So
yeah.
you finally decided to join Glasgow University.
Yeah, I mean, luckily, but the applications went well. They liked my profile. They accepted my offer. So, and because University of Glasgow is quite renowned, and um, I kind of thought, okay, let's give it a chance,
What
and
course did
that's
you
where
pursue, Sajal?
financial risk management. I had always an interest in finance, and I was good with numbers from childhood. Me and my brother, I think it
Brother,
runs in the
yes.
family. So that's why I started to stick to my interest and pursue financial risk management
So
from
which
university.
year did you go to UK?
Uh, so initially, my course was due to start in September 2020, but COVID hit, and I kind of thought that it's best to kind of defer the course. So I was given an option to defer for 6 months, not beyond that. So I was like, yeah, let's defer at least 6 months. So I then my course start moved to January 11th, 2021.
Yeah.
And at that time you have to be in the country 2 weeks prior to your course start. So that's where I planned my journey. I think December 20th or 22nd 2020 was when I landed in Glasgow.
Yeah. So
So
how was your student life like?
I mean, to be honest, imagine somebody who has spent like 30, 34 years in a country with like above 30 degrees, and then you suddenly land in a country and in a city where, especially at a time, it's like extreme winter. So when I
Yes.
landed in Glasgow at 4 o'clock, it was raining or dark, and it was freezing. So I was like, what is this place that I've landed to? So honestly, first you won't believe, first couple of weeks I didn't move out of my room. I was feeling so cold,
Yeah.
and the jackets and sweaters that you use in India do not work in this country. So I had to go out and bring something that could warm me up. So initial 1 month was very hard, to be honest, but then as the course started, I interacted with different people across different countries in my program. It it kind of eased up, started to move out, go to the university, meet friends, see what our departments we have, and then yeah, get that whole experience of uh, people from different culture, explore the
Yeah.
university, talk to professors. So it was really nice. It
So
took me some time to adjust,
work,
but yeah.
did you work part-time as an international student in UK?
Yeah, I did because the first semester was still quite impacted by
COVID.
COVID, and also I was able to get a part-time job in towards the start of second September. And I mean, the reason I wanted to do a part-time job is because I wanted to get that experience that can I handle work with my university and then on top of it earn some money. So, and honestly, part-time jobs are not easy. So, if you ask me, I would now never go back to being doing a part-time jobs with while a student. It's tough. I mean, and it
Yeah.
requires your full dedication, even
Yeah.
if you are a student. So
Yes. Yes.
yeah, it's tough, but it again teaches you quite a lot of thing, time management, how to kind of balance work and your studies. So it does
Also,
teach
it
you
gives you
things as
financial
well.
freedom.
Yeah, yeah, true, true.
So, when did you land a full-time job? And which visa are you on right now? Are you on PSW or Tier 2? What is the scenario?
So so initially, when I think after my dissertation, I started looking out for jobs. The market is really was really competitive and still is. So it took me like a couple of months to find a job. So I mean, eventually I was able to start on my full-time job in April 2022,
Hmm.
which was 3 months after my graduation.
Graduation,
And it
yeah.
was a permanent, and lucky for me it was permanent and full-time job. But the thing was, um, because of the UK laws that they would provide a PSW, so I was on PSW for the period of 2 years. Although my company kind of had a contract drawn saying that they would sponsor me beyond my PSW work visa as well. But for the initial 2 years, I had to be in PSW. So I spent 2 years on PSW, and last year February, while being in Mastercard, they kind of agreed to change my visa to a tier two. So right now I am on a skilled visa since February 2024. So I've already spent a
Once you
year
got
on
like
that.
your
Yeah.
major breakthrough with your first job, how easy was it to switch jobs?
I think once you are inside an industry, you get to understand especially the work culture here is a bit different. So for you to be able to understand or being able to apply for a different job, you need to understand what are these people looking for. So that's what I understood from my first job, and how to apply, because job applications and profiles in India are kind of different from
Yeah.
how they expect in here. So
Yeah.
I have to kind of redo the entire CV and then kind of understand what are the things I should be putting in. So once I understood it, and it was kind of, and again, although I was in a job, but still it was not easy to switch jobs in here, because they, I think it applies to every country. They would probably prefer somebody who does not need a visa. So unless there's absolutely no one out there, they'll not consider a visa sponsored candidate, because
Or
they're so
unless
much
and
legal.
until you're extremely good at what
Extremely,
you
yeah, yeah, because there's a huge cost associated with visa and then all the legality. So
do. Yeah.
companies, even bigger names, are not probably very keen to sponsor candidates. But yeah, I mean, I was lucky that Mastercard was willing to do that, and
Not lucky, you deserve it.
I mean, another way to put it, but good for me that they have given me a visa for the entirety of 5 years. So
Yeah.
if I stay in this company until March 2029, um, I mean, that is what would make me visa free. But so I do not have to
You will
now.
get your
If I
indefinite
do
leave
not,
to leave.
yeah. So if I do not think of moving jobs, I would not have to worry about me getting my
You
visa getting
basically,
expired.
yeah, you will basically get settled in UK.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you've been in UK for about 4 years now. How does your future look like, Sajal?
Um,
Any plans
I'll
of
be
buying a
very
house?
sorry.
Any plans of buying a house?
No, I think the biggest, the first and foremost thing in my head right now is getting to clear out the debt that I took to come here. Right,
Yeah.
it was a huge expense. So
Yes.
unless I'm kind of stable on that front, I would probably not think of taking up another liability. And then I would probably want to see that am I really interested in settling down here forever? So because by investing in a house or something is kind of I would have made my mind that I want to stay here. So I'm still not sure that I've made that decision that I'm going to stay here forever or come back to India. So once I'm through with that thought, maybe then think of anything else.
So
And in the meanwhile, save some
keeping
money.
those thoughts aside, if we do not think about coming back to India, if hypothetically say that you are in UK, you're liking it there. So in terms of that, how does your future look like? Do you think it's secure? Do you think it's on the right path?
I think it is on the right path, but the market is very fragile right now.
Yeah.
All the companies are trying to reduce cost, and the way to do is either to make position redundant or get in new employees. So I think right now there are challenges, and it is very competitive to be able to survive in this world right now. So if setting that aside, I think I'm pretty secure within Mastercard, unless there is some kind of management decision to reduce costs and wherein everyone would be impacted. It would not be just me,
Should
but
not be a
I
problem.
can see that. Yeah, if I stay in Mastercard for like some years, I mean it feels like pretty secure right now. But yeah, as of now, yeah.
Good, good to know. What would be one advice you would want to give any international student who's planning to come to UK?
Um, I think probably I could go for an hour to suggest the thing that they should be aware of. But the most important thing that I would want to say to everyone who are and who would want to think of coming to going to a different country, not just the UK, is be ready to face difficulties. Life
Yeah.
initially would not be easy yet. So you and then do not get frustrated or motivated. That's very easy if you're
Hmm.
not getting a job in like if you're not getting a part-time job or if you're not able to secure a full-time job after your studies. I mean, it would take time, and if you're really into it, if you are consistent with your efforts and your applications, you will get something. But yeah, that would take time. So
You
keep
have to be
yourself
patient.
up, yeah, patient, and then you do not have to lose hope that there's nothing here after
Yeah.
study. So that's probably very important thing to be keeping in mind, because even my within my batch as well, it took around an year for everyone to get some kind of a full-time job. So somebody, there were people who got within first month of their
Yeah.
uh, after the course, there were people who got after 6 months, but they eventually got it. So you have to keep your head up, telling yourself that there would be a time where you'll get a job,
Got it.
definitely.
Got it.
Yeah.
Um, all right, Sajal, I know it's a working day, and thank you so much for taking your time and doing this. Just one last question. Um, how would you reflect back on the fact that you chose KC Overseas Rohini as your agents when you decided to embark on your journey to Glasgow? So, what would you have to say about that?
I think without Casey and without you guys, to be honest, as I said, I didn't had a place to start, right? So you gave me that starting point to be. See, there's one thing of dreaming about something, and the other is to fulfilling that dream, right? So you gave me that starting point that this is where you could start looking at, and that is, I think, very important, because
Yeah,
there are so many things, so many options, but you have to narrow it down. So I mean that's where you guys are very helpful and very keen in my application, uh, and the place where I am to kind of understand, narrow down what I need, what would be best for me. So that is the kind of guidance I think any international student would need, and I think you Casey is best in doing that. So that's probably that's probably I would want to tell everyone who is going to be or who is willing to be a part of KC, that yeah, um, I am totally in kind of like 100% trust rating that okay, you'll get the right guidance.
Yeah,
And yeah,
that's
so
very
that's
important.
probably
That
yeah, so that's probably the
yeah, that
main thing.
someone
Yeah,
that you're dealing with is transparent. It's very important.
yeah, yeah. So
Yes.
that's where you are, and I think thank you so much again. I mean, I don't really know that I could thank you guys enough, but yeah, always
No,
someone.
it's just so overwhelming to see such nice words with from all our students. I have been speaking to a lot of students since Monday, UK, Australia, and all, and everybody has such nice things to say. You just suddenly feel like, okay, you're doing something right. That
Yeah,
all
yeah,
these kids are,
definitely.
they have such great things to say, and it's so good to see you well settled. Living your life, having fun. All the struggles and hard work have paid off. So it's just a very, very good feeling.
Yeah. Thank you so much again,
No
Casey
need to
and
thank. It was all your, we were just a medium. Hard work तो देखो बच्चे की किस्मत and बच्चे का hard work, it matters a lot.
yeah, yeah, true.
So thank you so much, Sujal.